Welcome everybody to the Wonder Boldly podcast. I'm Christine Santos, bringing to you all of the action steps and knowledge I've learned on my journey to becoming an online business owner, quit my corporate job, and now live the life that I desire on my own terms. This podcast is jam-packed with all the knowledge I've gained over the past few years growing my online business. I am so passionate about you going after what it is that you want. I want to encourage and motivate you to know that you too can live the life that you desire. Thank you so much for listening. Let's go. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Wonder Boldly. Before we get into today's episode, I want to share with you something that just happened, and it's such a good reminder for us all. So, one of the things that I do in my community is I am a caregiver in the mental health sector, and I work with elderly patients. What does that mean? I visit them, I stock their fridge, I take them to doctor's appointments, I help them pack if they are moving, if they're downsizing and moving from a home into either a facility or into a condo, what have you. And so the patient I just left today, I'm helping her pack. And I wanted to share this with you because I want to remind you how important it is for you to get your message out into the world. If you have been thinking about starting a podcast, I'm talking to you. And if you're intrigued about starting one, I'm talking to you. So this patient, this dear patient, she suffers from anxiety. I hedged there for a minute, but you don't have any personal information on her, so it's okay to say that. And so as I was leaving, she never wants me to leave. It's always too short of a visit, and there's always so much more to do. And as I was leaving, I asked her, I said, what are you going to do to feel a little bit better today? And she said, I'm going to listen to a podcast. So she listens to podcasts that speak to her, and it helps her with her anxiety. It helps her to calm her mind. It gives her a break in her day from all the things that she's doing and dealing with. And I was like, that's fantastic. So happy to hear her say that. She doesn't know what I do with podcasts and all of this side of my business. So that was so wonderful for me to hear, and I wanted to share that with you. So if you are thinking about starting a podcast, please do it. Please don't buy into it's difficult or the marketing around starting a podcast that's out there and it makes it seem so complicated. It is not. It's super simple. What it does take is intention and commitment to do the work. So if that sounds like you, please reach out to me. I have my Unleash Your Voice program, and it is a program that I help you in under 2 months launch your podcast. I hold your hand. I walk you through what needs to be done step by step. I check in with you. I answer any questions, any stumbling blocks that you have. And in under 2 months, your podcast can be out into the world. People need to hear what you have to share. We are all here on this earth to help each other. So please, if you've been thinking about it, procrastinating, thinking it's too difficult, believe me, it's not, and I can show you exactly how to do it in under 2 months. You can find me at Christine B. Santos on Instagram and DM me. You can DM me the word unleash. You can say, hey, Christine, I want to see what it means to join your Unleash Your Voice program. I want to start a podcast. Whatever you want to DM me, but let me know it's about podcasting because I do get a few DMs and I just want to make sure I'm reaching out to you and I don't miss it. Okay. So today's episode, I want to talk about the next season of life, the next chapter, whatever you want to call it. And I want to talk about this last week where I have met a handful of women. Coincidentally, I didn't seek them out, that all want to look at doing something different. And I get so excited about that. You know my story. I was in corporate for 27 years. I left my corporate job a little over a year ago now. I started my business about 5 years ago now, and just, kept going and kept going. And when I hear these stories from women that are either taking the leap to leave their corporate job, or they're thinking about it, or they're like, what am I going to do in this next season of my life? Maybe they love their corporate job, but they want some more fulfillment outside of work. These are my people. This is you. This is you. So it can be anything. It can be changing up your routine. It's about change. It's about wondering boldly. What does wonder boldly mean? It means you've been wondering about something new and different. And boldly means you're taking the action to go after that. And these women I met this week, they don't know each other. It's just randomly I've met these women. And I'm just so inspired and I get so excited. One woman has actually been in her career for, I'm going to say 30 years, give or take. And she is leaving her career to go somewhere else and do on the surface what seems like the same thing. But when I chat with her and ask her why the change, because she feels reignited. She's putting herself into a room with different energy, with different people. And there's no ill feeling about where she currently is. She just knows she needs a change. So yes, she's changing her environment. Yes, she's changing the people she works with. And yet she is still bringing her 30 years of experience and skill set to this new place. So you can imagine the new place is super excited to have her. So here's an example of somebody who's not leaving corporate to do something completely different. She's leaving to change up the energy that she feels in the rooms she's in with the people she's surrounding herself with. And that is so inspiring and motivating. So I wanted to share that with you. Another woman that I met is at a corporate job, is not happy. She feels like she is close to retirement, but doesn't want to stop working, and really is just wondering what it is that she wants to do in this next chapter. And she's sort of playing it out at her corporate job. She's not really looking to leave her corporate job to go to another corporate job at this point, but she is looking for something new. So where I met her was volunteering. And so what did she do? She went out and she found a community where she could volunteer. And she's put herself into rooms where she's inspired by other people. We met and she's like, I can't believe you left your corporate job. Tell me more about that. And so she's inspired by different stories. She's inspired by volunteering and helping in this community that she has now joined. So everybody's situation, everybody's change, I'm going to use that word, is different, but it's all with the same idea. The idea is being happy. The idea is feeling peace, feeling freedom. The idea is to do different things to find the next best thing for you in this new chapter of your life. Thank you so much for listening. And until next time, continue to wonder boldly.